This is a PR tool for Nokia. Hi there, Amit here for Phone Radar, and today's video I'm going to talk about the 10 reasons why I think you shouldn't be actually buying the Nokia 3310. Again, it isn't a really a big deal, but it has been the biggest hype in this week at the Mobile World Congress. Let's get started with the first reason, and that's there's no 4G. Forget the 5G which is going to come soon in India. I mean, it's already being implemented in the US. There's no even 3G. It's just a 2G phone with Opera mini browser. I think that's a collaboration with Opera, so obviously there's some money made by Nokia there. Now the next thing is that it's really overpriced at 49 euros. Now that comes down to around 3,310 rupees, exactly the same price point of the name or the model of this phone. But at 3,300 rupees, don't you think you have some better Android based phones itself, or even Firefox OS based phones, which actually are a real phone, I mean a smartphone or a feature phone? Now, do you really think you would be spending 3,300 rupees or 3,200 rupees on a phone which just offers you with 2G connectivity and just works as a phone, except the part that it's really durable? Now, the third point is that it's not a smartphone. So, as I mentioned earlier, it's running on Series 330, which is Nokia's feature phone's OS, and it's really shit. I mean, believe me, it's not really worth the money or even the experience. I mean, if you're a person from the 1980s, then you just want to buy one for the sake of it, then you can actually buy one. But it doesn't really make sense buying it in 2017 and thinking that you would be using it as your primary phone. I mean, as a secondary phone also, I'm still skeptical, except that I would be using my secondary SIM on it and probably checking out the OTPs. I mean, that's the only reason I might buy the phone, especially for the battery point of view. Apart from that, another thing is that it has no social networks. Forget Twitter, forget Facebook, forget Instagram, you can't connect with anyone. Apart from that, there's no chat applications like Telegram or even WhatsApp. I mean, WhatsApp is the basic thing, right? You have a SIM card, you need WhatsApp for that, and you want to stay connected with people. At least if you could just check out the WhatsApp messages, not even sharing a multimedia files just as a backup connection. But that doesn't also work. You can't remember the Asha phones here where you can install the WhatsApp application, but here you can't even do that. So that's another important reason. And now one more reason is that I personally feel that it's a lot more funkier. I mean, if you recall the 3310's design, it was very subtle and it looked pretty mature enough. Also, this one, if you look at the colors, they're pretty bright and vibrant. They are good for this new generation, but they aren't that good that you would be actually showing off your 3310 everywhere with a yellow color and moving around, that people would generally start judging you, saying that okay, he has a 3310 and funky color, not a real good phone like an iPhone 7 or a Samsung's Galaxy S7 or something really cool. So that's something which I personally feel is another disaster or a thing which they should have noted. Now, the next thing is that writing messages on this alphanumeric keyboard. If you remember, this phone comes with a alphanumeric T9 keyboard, which is pretty hard to use. Again, I have used that. It's almost 2 decades back, and it was pretty good in those days. But now, since we have got habituated to these smartphones and the smart keyboards, I don't think I would actually be able to even type something on that. And then, if you try to write a message on it, it would take a lot of time. Now that said, the next thing is that Reliance Jio is launching a feature-rich phone in India at a price of around 1,000 rupees to 1,500 rupees, and that has been in the news, and we might be seeing one in the next coming 1 month itself. So why would someone buy a phone at 2 to 3 times higher price just for the sake of the Nokia's branding? Now I'll come there. Now the another important point is that it comes with just 2 megapixel camera with the LED flashlight. Now seeing the captures with it, it's just another potato phone or something like that. It's not really worth it. Now, the final point is that this is a PR tool for Nokia. Nokia has launched a bunch of different phones like the Nokia 3, 5 and Nokia 6. The Nokia 6 comes with Snapdragon 435 at a price of 16,000 rupees in China. We don't know the pricing in India. Could be 20,000 rupees, could be 15,000 rupees. Again, they might not be launching it at a lower price than the official price in China, but at a higher price. Now, the point here is that people have just ignored all this stuff, the pricing and everything. They have been in the news in everywhere saying that Nokia is back, and all these things have been overshadowed by the Nokia 3310. So the 3310 is actually a PR tool for Nokia, wherein they are just getting a lot of free publicity or free hype, while indirectly they are promoting the other phones and at a higher pricing itself. In fact, the Nokia 6 was announced at 229 or 239 euros, while a premium black color has the same device, everything same except the color, gets a higher price of 50 euros. Now, does it make sense? No. So Nokia is using the 3310 as a PR tool. Now, the most important factor, what I feel bad here, is that they should have actually launched this as Nokia 3310 Pro or something else, because we had the nostalgic feel, and also the factor that Nokia's 3310 was one of the best feature phones in those days. They should at least retain the model name and launch this as a different model, because let's say a few years down the line, if someone wants to recall what was one of the best Nokia's phone, we might say that it was 3310. But when you look out for the information, you might find out the information for the latest product and not the 17 years old product. So there'll be a lot of confusion, and that's where Nokia should have actually, I personally feel that Nokia should have actually launched this as a separate model itself. Again, these are few of the points. Again, 3000 or 3200 rupees is not a big factor for everyone, but my point here is that you shouldn't be buying it just because Nokia is pushing it off as one of their best feature phones is back, and just because they have the Snake game in color. Does it really make sense? I mean, the game is already being available now on the Facebook's gaming platform for free, so you don't really have to buy the product itself. Anyway, these are a few of my thoughts on why you shouldn't be buying the Nokia's 3310. Looking forward to Nokia 3310 just because Nokia is bringing it back, and this is primarily the PR gimmick which they have been implementing to just push out the brand Nokia everywhere and indirectly start selling their other phones at a very premium price point. So if you like this video and if you feel my thoughts were true to some extent at least, let me know in the comment section below. If you feel I am wrong, let me know in the comment section below, and I might also want to know your thoughts, and looking forward to read the same. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and stay subscribed to Phone for more videos like this. I'm Amit and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.